Today I wanted to talk about 5 common photography mistakes and what you need to do to avoid them. The first mistake is using area focus or auto select focus.
Auto select focus is a type of autofocus where the camera is deciding on where to achieve focus. The problem is that the camera is in charge and not the photographer. So what you need to do is switch your camera to single point focus. By doing this, you now have control.
Mistake number 2 is trusting your LCD screen. Never trust your LCD screen because it's going to lie to you like a politician. The problem is it's a back illuminated screen, which means that it's projecting light. So if you're outside and the sun is out, or if you're indoors and it's dark, it's going to look different in both situations. Instead of trusting the image on the back of your LCD screen, use what's called your histogram. And that's that cool little graph that you see on the right side of the screen. Your histogram represents your exposure and values of light and dark. The far left is black and the far right is white. As long as your histogram isn't pushed completely to one of those edges, your image is properly exposed. The third mistake is a practice called focus recomposing, and it's something that's common amongst even more experienced photographers. What focus recomposing is if I were to focus on you and then move my camera so that I can reorient you in the frame. The problem with that is that cameras focus on a plane. So if you were to take a profile photo of me and you focus on my eye and then you move your camera, you've now moved that focal plane from my eye to slightly forward and at an angle. So if you're going for a crisp, sharp image and you want that eye to be as sharp as possible, you've kind of messed it up. Now this is why your camera has more than one focal point, so that you can move it around and properly compose your image. Now the fourth mistake is believing the justification and the false tradition that you can always just fix the photo in post. The belief that you can just fix the photo in post is a crutch that you should never take up. Instead, make sure all your settings are correct before you take the photo. And then after you take that first initial photograph, go back and review everything real quick. You see, if you've clipped your whites or your darks, you cannot fix that in post. And besides, editing software isn't designed to fix bad photos. So make sure you're doing everything you need to be doing in camera, because this is where the photo starts. Well, the fifth and final mistake is using your camera in auto mode, which really the best piece of advice I can give you for that is just don't do it. But seriously, you should not be using your camera in auto mode because it doesn't care what you're trying to do. It's going to make that running animal blurry, and it's not going to give you the soft background effect of that portrait photo that you're taking. So learn how to use your camera on manual mode. Really understanding the exposure triangle can give you great control over your photograph. Now you can expect some really detailed tutorials coming from my channel about how to use manual mode, so be sure to subscribe and stick around for that. Well, I hope you all got something out of this, and I guess I look forward to seeing you all next time. Take care. It's a snowman.
Subscribe to this channel and find me on the mountain.com.